2-1. Low and inside, it's 3-1 now. Gametime Gold looks to get their first base hit of the day. The 3-1. Hit sharply, but scooped up by the second baseman for the first out of the inning. What a jump and what a play. Angels stand tall defensively. Sharply hit ball, but what a great movement there by the second baseman, and gobbles that one up for the first out of the inning. So now Berkeley Betchel. Betchel from Edmond, Oklahoma. Class of 2033, undecided still. She's behind the count 0-1. Betchel puts a charge into that one over the head of the center fielder. Confusion in the outfield. Betchel puts on the brakes and dives back. And it'll be a one-out double for the Angels. Betchel comes up big here. A big swing, a little bit of a shift on out there in center field. The center fielder came up and then the ball got hit over her head. Nothing you can do about that. But the first hit of the game for the Angels, and you see there, Betchel thought about 3 and then said, I think I'm gonna head back. Bunt is shown, gets the bat back for ball 1. Gametime Gold looking for their first run of the game. They have a runner in scoring position out there on second. And Spencer Biggs, the batter at the plate. Biggs with a big cut. No one home for strike 1. Spencer Biggs, the class of 2033 from Stillwater, Oklahoma. And she'll see a 1-1 count. Washington goes high heat. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So it's a 1-2 count here. Biggs gets enough of that one to foul it away. No harm, just a foul. It'll still be a 1-2 count as Biggs takes a cut here. And the 1-2. Biggs right back to Washington. Washington scoops it up, flips it over to first base for the second out of the inning. Movement on the base path, though, as Betchel moved from second to third. And now Gametime Gold has a runner in scoring position. So now Gibson Shepard. High for ball 1. Great job there by the catcher to get up out of the crouch and get the ball. If that one goes to the backstop, we might be looking at the first run of the game for Gametime Gold. But instead, just a ball 1 call. So Gibson Shepard, deep breath, digs in. Ball low and inside, it's a 2-0 count. Chop foul. It'll be a 2-1 count. So now on the 2-1. Great job there. Washington's able to find the strike zone to even the count up 2 balls and 2 strikes. Shepard was asked earlier this week if she could have one NIL deal, what would it be? And that was for the Oklahoma Sooners to offer some Raising Cane's. She fouls that one away. It'll still be a 2-2 count. I don't disagree with Shepard. I'd love for Oklahoma to offer me an NIL deal for some Raising Cane's as well. Nothing beats some Raising Cane's chicken and some chicken wing sauce. At 10 years old, yes they do. Back up the middle. Washington bobbles it, but makes the play. A recovery in the third out of the inning. So some good defense from the Angels. And we will head to the top of the second inning as the defense playing strong here in Kokomo. We're looking for some offense here. We'll be back in the top of the second.
Not afraid. Early mornings, late bills, same fight. Heavy eyes, but I still move right. Phone rings, bad news. Same night, I don't break when the world gets tight. Cold coffee, long roads. Eyes so still got dreams that I won't let go. Street light shine on the way back home. Quiet car, but I'm not alone.
The Angels, Julian Enriquez, Sky Tui, and Tyler Henry.
Top of the second inning here in Kokomo, Indiana. We are knotted up at 0. Some solid defense from both these clubs in the first. Both teams had a runner on second. Both teams weren't able to get the run across. So here we are in the top of the second inning, the 10U Alliance Fastpitch Championship Series National Championship game. National Championship Series, excuse me. Potentially a 3-game series between these two clubs. This is game 1. 2-0 count. That ball is cracked in the left, high in the air, and the catch is made out and left for the first out of the inning.
Next up for the Angels, number 6, Sky Tui.
That one hung up in the air. Bounces off the leg of Adeline Palmer. She's able to make the play, but she is still down in a heap of pain out there. That one was a tough break for Palmer. A sharply hit ball hit right back up the middle, and it went right off of her leg. Palmer's up trying to walk it off. Great shot here, and boom, right there in the shin. And that cannot feel good. But a great job by Palmer, never give it up on the play. And the Angels get the out. Excuse me, Gametime Gold gets the out. The coaching staff is out there taking a look at Palmer, trying to decide whether or not she wants to keep going here. Palmer's a gamer. Looks like she's going to keep going here. Coaching staff for Gametime Gold out there looking at Palmer. Getting some encouragement. The head coach, Kyle Ellison. A nice round of applause here from the fans from Gametime Gold. As Palmer still trying to check things out and make sure she's good to go. Was able to catch up with this coaching staff from Gametime Gold earlier this week. A lot of great things they were able to say about this squad. Coaching staff, when asked how they would summarize this team, and they said hard work. It's important to know also that this team knows how to do the little things right. And that is what has earned them an opportunity here. Play for the national championship. So Palmer takes a lap, takes two, and then throws a couple of warm-up pitches, and she looks like she's good to go. So Palmer will stay in the game after taking that one off the shin. We will get back to gameplay here with one out in the top of the second inning. The batter at the plate for the Angels is Tyler Henry. A big cut there from Henry for strike one. Henry, the class of 2034 from Corona, California, and Henry takes off the protective guard on her elbow there, and she digs back in. On the 0-1, lays off the off-speed stuff. It's an even 1-1 count. Check swing there. It'll be at a 1-2 count. Henry was asked this week, what was her favorite moment from the past week here in Kokomo. She said making the Elite Eight with her family. Well, the Elite Eight to the national championship. That moment might change if she's able to help her team to victory here this afternoon. It's a 2-2 count. No one aboard. One out here, top of the second. Hard hit ball played by the second baseman for the third out of the inning. So Gametime Gold, a little bit of a stifle with the injury inside the circle, but they're able to figure things out, and they will head to the home half of the second, looking to add some offense to the board.
First three batters for the Gametime X5 Gold, Allison, Avery Miller, and Finley Morris.
Now batting, number 7, Kelly Ellison. If you are what you say you are.
Bottom of the second inning of a 0-0 game here, Kokomo, Indiana. As we are in the middle of the 10U National Championship Series, Game 1, between the Corona Angels and Gametime Gold. That one's high, count will be even now, 1 ball and 1 strike. High for ball 2. It'll be a 2-1 count. Kaylee Ellison, the batter at the plate. For Gametime Gold. Ellison loops that one up in the air. And an easy grab for the catcher for the first out of the inning.
Next up for
Now
Gametime,
batting,
number 21.
number 21, Avery Miller.
So now Avery Miller will step in with 1 out, nobody aboard. Miller from Hereford, Texas. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Miller checks her swing. She was able to. Home plate umpire looked down to first base, and he agreed. So it'll be a 1-1 count. 2 after Miller fouls that one down the left side. Miller said earlier this week that there's something special about this Gametime Gold team, and it's a love they have of the game of softball, and they never giving up. We saw that in the the top of the second inning. Adeline Palmer went down after getting hit by a ball, and she was able to get right back up and keep going. That one's hit into center. A diving catch made in center field. What a defensive play. That one looked like it was going to get down for a base hit. The center fielder said, nope, that's mine. 2 down now here in the inning. Sky Tooley takes strike 1. Lay Hawaii native. My apologies, correction. 2 number 6s out here today. Finley Morse, the batter at the plate. Correction, Finley Morse. 2033 graduation year as she chops that one down the line. Foul. Morse resides in Blanchard, Oklahoma. Morse, the lefty, keeps the at-bat alive, fouls that one away. Morse with some extra time, getting some coaching down the third baseline. Here in this 10U Game 1 of the National Championship Series. That one is floated up for ball 2. Even 2-2 count here. So Morse on the 2-2. Just missing outside to fill the count up. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Olive Washington was hoping for that one. Like she was getting ready to make the jog to the dugout, and the home plate umpire said, nope, just missed. So full count, 2 outs. Called strike 3. Washington able to bounce back, and the defense continues to play very well out here for both these squads. As Washington will walk her team into the dugout, and the Angels will look to put some runs on the board when we come back here on Athletes Go Live.
First 3 batters for the Angels, Nerea Garcia, Lillian Key, and Charlotte Lee.
Top of the 3rd inning here in Kokomo, Indiana, in the midst of a defensive battle here in Game 1 of the 10U National Championship Series. That one finds the strike zone for strike 1. Adeline Palmer has looked really good out here through the first 2 innings. Only giving up 1 hit, but a couple of strikeouts to the tally. That one misses for ball 1. was hit lightly in the infield. And the second baseman is able to grab it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting for the Angels, number 42, Maria Garcia.
So now Maria Garcia, the Riverside, California native, steps into the box. Garcia has that Ichiro-like approach, that slap swing out of the left side of the plate. Strike one is the call, so it's a 1-1 count. Correa sends a warning shot into her own dugout. Correa was asked what honors and awards have she won that she's proud of. She was Student of the Month, as well as an Alliance Spotlight Player to Watch. And she swings and misses there for strike three. 2 outs now here in the top of the third. In the 10U National Championship Series, Game 1.
Now batting, Charlotte Lee.
That one floats in there but misses for ball one. Charlotte Lee, the batter at the plate. Lee from Fullerton, California, class of 2033. Count even now, 1 ball and 1 strike. Excuse me, 2 balls and 1 strike. Lee was asked what is special about this Angels team. He's talking about how gritty this team is. He's not able to get all of that one, and it'll be 3 up, 3 down for the Angels here in the top of the third inning. We head to the home half of the third. A 0-0 ball game. As Gametime Gold looks to put some runs on the board.
First 3 batters for game time. Number 14, Kennedy Chizzy. Number 4, Alan Palmer. Number 5, Mason Johnson.
Now batting, number 14, Kennedy Chizzy.
Welcome back. Here in Kokomo, Indiana on Athletes Go Live, we're in the midst of the 10U National Championship Series. A defensive battle out here early on between the Corona Angels and the Gametime Gold. Still looking for our first run of the game here. I want to thank you for joining us here this afternoon on Athletes Go Live. We'll be streaming national championship games out here for you for the next week or so. Starting here today with the 10U. Foul ball, count 1 and 2 now. Kennedy Cheesy at the plate. Cheesy, Edmond, Oklahoma native. Fouled away the last 3 pitches. She will see a 1-2 count. Olive Washington back out inside the circle for the Angels. DJ Khaled would love Kennedy Cheesy because a foul ball, another one. So about 4 or 5 in a row now. See if she can find the swing here and put one into fair territory. Both these teams still only with 1 hit apiece. Both teams have been able to put runners in scoring position, but not able to punch through the first run of the game. Cheesy was asked about her number 14, her father's number. Not able to poke that one through. It'll be the first out of the inning. We've only seen 2 balls hit out of the infield here this afternoon, here early on in game 1. One of those was for a base hit. Now the pitcher, Adeline Palmer, steps into the box and will try to help out her own cause here as she takes ball 1. Palmer, the class of 2033. She swings and misses for strike 1. The Tecumseh, Oklahoma native. Talked about one of her favorite moments, or her favorite moment from this past week out here in Kokomo, Indiana, and she was quoted as saying all the pitching she's been able to do out here. Been watching here early on. She is a skilled pitcher. She's been doing some work out here this afternoon. The collection of strikeouts. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. So Washington sets down Palmer for the second out of the inning, and there was some energy coming out from inside that circle there after the strikeout. You see here, lots of energy as Washington is trying to wake her team up here. So now with 2 outs and nobody aboard. Beautiful bunt laid down. Just rolls foul there for strike 1. So we'll reset here. Mason Johnson at the plate. Johnson, class of 2033 from Blanchard, Oklahoma. She squares up again, but gets it back for ball 1. Count even now, 1-1. See what Johnson does here on the 1-1. The infield is in. Maybe causing some issues for Olive Washington here with the bunt being shown, as his last 2 pitches have been outside as she's trying to pitch away. Johnson fouls that one away off the fast pitch there from Washington. Johnson was asked which colleges she committed to or signed to, and hasn't committed yet. Would love to play for OU, Tennessee. Swing and a miss there for strike 3, and Olive Washington. A branch of good luck for the Corona Angels. And we will head to the top of the 4th inning. A defensive battle out here in the 10U National Championship Series. Game 1 out here in Kokomo.
Throw me the ball and watch what I do with it.
Top of the fourth inning in a defensive battle out here in Kokomo, Indiana. Game 1 of the 10U Alliance Fastpitch Championship Series, National Championship Series. Corona Angels from Corona, California, and Gametime Gold from Oklahoma. That one's fouled away. Angels looking to do some work here offensively in this inning. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes now as the pitching battle out here between Adeline Palmer and Olive Washington. Palmer trying to replicate what Washington did. High for ball 2, count even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cassidy Meyer, the batter at the plate. And Meyer pokes that one into right. Meyer with the second hit of the day for the Angels. And they're in business here in the top of the 4th. The Angels have made their way back to the top of the batting order. Now, see, they can go back to back here. Lee flashes bunt. Bunts it off of home plate for strike 1. Bunt shown. Able to get it back. It's a 1-1 count now. Correction at the batter at the plate. Corona has 2 numbered 50s on the team. The batter inside the box right now is the other 50. That's Lanaya Sivas. Lanaya Sivas is from Eastvale, California, and we'll have a 1-2 count. Holds off on that one. It's 2-2. Speaking of multiples, as you can obviously see on your screens, we have both teams are red and white. Both teams wore their white tops here today. Gametime Gold has the black pinstripes, where the Corona Angels just have the plain white jerseys. Not confusing whatsoever, but we figure things out, move forward here. Now a full count, with a runner on first. Called strike 3. As Palmer digs deep and finds the range. First out of the inning. Beautiful pitch there, just paints the outside corner. So now with 1 out and a runner on first. Ball 1 there. So now the pitcher, Olive Washington, will try to help out her own cause. We saw how that worked out in the home half of the 3rd, as Washington was able to get the better of Palmer at the plate, and now the reverse. So a 2-0 count. Just finds the corner there for strike 1, 2 balls, 1 strike. As Washington looks to do some damage here. Outside, 3-1 now. Lots of respect out here, though, between these two pitchers. You can see Palmer trying to go away from Washington, respecting the power at the plate. 3-1. Out away. Nice get-back pitch there for Palmer, as Washington wasn't able to get all the way around on it. And so now for the second time in this inning, we'll see a full count. Washington checks her swing. double check down the first baseline. The first base umpire said, yep, she was able to check the swing. So now runners on first and second with only one out here for the Angels. You see that one there, high and outside. So a good call there. Tough to check the swing, but Washington was able to do it. Bunt is shown. Fouled away for strike one. Julian Enriquez, the batter at the plate. The Angels are looking to move the runners around, and that is what you don't want to have happen. A collision near home plate. What a play. The third baseman is able to come up and make the grab. You never want to bunt the ball up in the air, and it just got up there. And then a great defensive play. We've been harping on defense all day long here, but Spencer Biggs coming in to make the grab. Now we will have a pinch runner come in over at first base.
24, courtesy for the pitcher, 24.
Number 24, Bella Alves will come in and run for Olive Washington. So the Angels want to get some more speed on the base path. First pitch swinging, line drive into second, and a grab made for the third out of the inning. If you like defense, this is the game for you. The Angels put runners on first and second, not able to get one across. It's a 0-0 ball game. We head to the home half of the fourth inning. You're watching the 10U National Championship Series on Athletes Go Live.
In the bottom of the fourth, first three batters for Gametime are Faith Gillen, Barkley Bechtel, and Spencer Biggs.
Bottom of the fourth inning here in Kokomo, Indiana. If you're just joining us, the top of the fourth inning, the Corona Angels were able to get runners on first and second, but then some good defensive plays from Gametime Gold stopped the offense there. Olive Washington was a part of that offense in the top of the fourth. She was able to earn herself a walk to first, where she was pinch run for, and now she's back inside the circle. That one trails outside, 2-1 now. Ball hit on the ground. Backhanded by the shortstop, long throw over to first base. Not gonna get there in time. So the second base hit of the game for Gametime Gold. So that one there, slippery, just bounces right through there under the glove of the third baseman. Faith Gillen with the base hit. Gillen from Purcell, Oklahoma. Gillen did a nice job there, was able to wait on one and drive it through. And now Betchel at the plate, shows bunt. The ball looked like the ball might have hit her finger on the bat when she was trying to lay down the bunt. That never feels good. I broke my hand when I was 10 years old doing the same thing. See right there, you got the fingers up. Ooh, that's tough. Now Betchel will take an extra second. A lot of blue collar in both of these teams out here this afternoon. Both teams have had injuries. Both teams have had opportunities to score. And both teams have played a stellar defense out here this afternoon. Now Betchel has the glove off. Talking to the coach down there. And you saw in that replay there, you're taught to kind of like bunch your hand up and have it kind of behind the bat. Obviously with the idea of putting bat on ball, but right before the ball came in, you saw her bring her fingers up and around the bat, and that, unfortunately, that's where the ball came in and hit the bat at. It was right on those four fingers that kind of wrapped around the bat as she was trying to lay down the bunt. Betchel. Ultra tough. Oklahoma tough, if you will. So Betchel digs back in now. 1-1. Huge cut. Throw down to second. Not in time. So add a stolen base to the tally. And now Gametime Gold has a runner in scoring position. The second time today they've had a runner on second. We'll see if Berkeley Betchel can find the range here. 1-2. Betchel gets enough of the bat on the ball there. No harm, just a foul, still a 1-2 count. Betchel likes to lock in, have fun, and give 100%. She's trying to do that here on the 2-2. Off-speed stuff, and Betchel can't get around on it. Olive Washington says, I will see your runner on second, and I'll raise you to a strikeout here. A beautiful pitch. My goodness, what a changeup. So now, one out here in the inning. Gametime Gold still has the runner out there on second. Foul down the line. That one's hit down the first baseline. Not enough of it there. It's gobbled up for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, number 31, Houston.
Great catch down there. So now 2 outs and a runner on second. First pitch swinging. Foul ball, and it was grabbed by the catcher for the third out of the inning. Folks, we have seen this story here all game long. Both these teams with 2 hits, both these teams knotted up at 0, and defense continuing to play very well out here. We'll be back in just a minute on Athletes Go Live in the 10U National Championship Series.
A little bit don't fit. World wanna know how I got like this. I need extra. So you know I can't quit. Looking like a lick, trying to catch my trip. I need extra.
varsity batters for the Angels, number 11, Tyler Henry, number 9, Parker Choa, and number 42, Maria Garcia.
Top of the 5th inning here in a 0-0 matchup in Game 1 of the 10U Alliance Fastpitch Championship Series National Championship game. Corona Angels at the plate here. Angels coached by Kevin Smith, David Aviles, Melvin Washington, and Brandon Henry. Coaches were asked this week about their club. Talked about how this team never gives up and they tend to battle through. We'll see how the Angels can battle through here. Looking for that first run of the game. And if you've been watching here through the first 4, one run may be the difference as that one is driven into left. Bounces at the feet of the left fielder and it's going to roll all the way to the wall. Around second. Thought about slowing down. Throw to third. Not in time. And a leadoff triple here in the top of the 5th inning after a big swing. And the Angels are in business here in Game 1. Tyler Henry into third. No ball in the glove, and Henry finds a way. What a cut there from Henry. Base hit, finds the ground, throw to the plate, and defense again. And the shortstop high stepping out to center field after that play. Oh my goodness. Ball finds the turf, then the throw, then the tag. And watch the shortstop take off there. Yeah. Beautiful tag there. Kaylee Ellison, the shortstop, with that play.
Changing the lineup for the Angels, now batting 0-0, Charlie Branstad.
One of her favorite moments from this week was rolling a 6-3 double play. I'm going to guess that that one might take the top spot after she was able to erase the leadoff triple. Again, folks watching at home, this is a 10U softball game. The skills that these girls have out here is that one gongs down the right side. Didn't realize we had a gong out here at field here in Kokomo, but we do. 1-1 pitch hit lightly on the ground, throw to second. Not going to get there in time for first, an overthrow. The out is at second, but because of the way that this field is built, the ball bounced right back into the glove of the first baseman, so no more movement. Take another look here as that one was tapped lightly. Smart play by the second baseman, and then the throw, whoop, and then the ball bounces right back there, you see. So 2 outs now. Here in the top of the 5th inning, it's been an exciting top of the 5th inning. A leadoff triple. Defense slams the door at home, and defense shuts the door at second. And so now 2 outs here. As the Angels go looking for a run here. Charlotte Lee will step in. Lee gets the bat on the ball, fouls it away. Behind in the count 0-2. It's been a long time, and I say about a couple of outs since Adeline Palmer has had a strikeout. We'll see what she does here on the 0-2. She has a ridiculous off-speed pitch. We'll see what she decides to go with here. She goes outside for ball 1. 2-2 count to the batter, Charlotte Lee, as Adeline Palmer digs in and delivers. Back up the middle, off the glove of Palmer. She's able to recover and underhand it over to first. Two incredible defensive plays for Gametime Gold here in the top of the fifth. They will be due up here in the home half and look to put a run on the board. Great defense out here in the 10U National Championship Series.
Now batting, number 7, Kelly Ellison.
Callie Ellison will lead off for Gametime Gold here in the bottom of the fifth inning. A 0-0 ball game here in game one of the 10U National Championship Series. Ellison was back up the middle off the glove of the pitcher, and then Washington makes an errant throw, but Ellison will just stay at first. Now both teams here in the fifth inning have their leadoff batter aboard. We saw what happened in the top half of the fifth inning, the defense from Gametime Gold and how they were able to slam the door. And now we'll see what Corona can do. Bunt is shown. Bat gets back for strike one. Got Ellison over there on first base. The snazzy shades under the helmet there. Avery Miller at the plate. Throw down to first. Takes a little hop. The Angels are able to recover. Catcher behind home plate, checking the wristband, seeing what's coming here. Foul ball. Back near our territory. Avery Miller getting the call from down at third base. Miller showed bunt her first two swings. Fouled away a pitch on the last one there. We'll see what she can do here on the 1-2. Ball low. Count even now, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Miller rips that one foul. Avery Miller, a hitter, ready to go here. She'll see a 2-2 count. Miller hits that one just over the head of Washington. It finds the turf for an infield base hit, the third hit of the day for Gametime Gold. And that is just a tough break for the Angels in Washington. No woman's land right inside the circle. And now a conversation out inside the circle. I'm not sure if the Angels are going to make a change. Washington has looked really good here today, only giving up 3 hits through 4 innings. So after the brief conversation, Olive Washington will stay in the game.
Now batting
Great shot there right behind the third base. The coach digs in. Bunt is shown from Morse. Morse is able to get it back for ball one. Finley Morse doesn't get that one back, and it's going to be strike one. Morse lays off there, still trying to lay one down. We've seen this over the last couple of innings when either of these teams have put runners on base. You have the shift with the first and third baseman coming down here, anticipating bunt. Morse gets it back. And it is going to be 3-1. No outs here, home half of the fifth inning. Gametime Gold has runners on first and second. Morse is walked as that one's outside. And the bases are full here. The best opportunity of the day for Gametime Gold. No outs. Go ahead run down at third. Base hit. Foul. My goodness, that would have been a big one. Let's take another look here. Chopped. Oh. Chaisey comes back with another one. Ground ball. Forced out at home. Chaisey's not able to poke that one through, and a great play now on the opposite side of the field. We saw that in the previous inning. Ground ball to the shortstop. Buck stopping at home plate, this time on the right side. The second baseman is able to make a play. Now one out. Base is still full. Outside for ball one. And what an opportunity here now for the batter inside the box. Adeline Palmer, the starting pitcher here today, took one off the shin early on in the game. She battled through. She's hung in here. And now she sees bases loaded with one out. Palmer fouls it away. Count 1-1 now. But a big moment here for Gametime Gold as their ace is inside the box to give her team the lead. Called strike two. And as Olive Washington says, not so fast, young woman. One, two. Looked very close to the last pitch that was called a strike, but a little bit further outside, so it's a 2-2 count now. Big swing from Palmer and no one home. Olive Washington slams the door for the second out of the inning.
Now batting, number 5, Casey Johnson.
So now Kaysen Johnson with 2 outs. Bases still full. Strike one to Johnson. Johnson was asked what is special about this Gametime Gold team, and she was saying, we are hype no matter what. And there's going to be some hype here if she can put one on the ground and give Gametime Gold the 1-0 lead here. Go ahead run down at third. Bases full. 2 outs. A 0-0 ball game. High for ball 2. Johnson ready to go inside the box. Washington with the rosin bag. Now delivers. Foul ball. Strike 2. As Johnson up for the moment. 2-2 count, bases full, 2 outs. Bottom 5 here in game 1 of the 10U National Championship Series. Washington taking a couple of extra seconds and delivers. High for ball 3. And we will now see a full count here. Big moment here in the game. Bases full, nowhere to go for Johnson. Washington delivers. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Johnson sat down by Washington as Washington is hyped beyond belief as the bases are left full here. And a 0-0 ball game. We take one more look, and Washington knew it all the way. She says, let's go, as they try to put a run on the board. Top of the 6th inning here in game 1. Top of the 6th inning here in Kokomo, Indiana. If you're just joining us, you have missed a lot here in the 5th inning. Both teams with great opportunities. A leadoff triple in the top of the 5th for Corona. And Gametime Gold was able to shut the door defensively and not allow a run across. Take us to the bottom of the 5th inning. Gametime Gold, they come out. They load the bases with no outs in the inning. Still aren't able to get a run because of the way Corona was able to play defense. And now here we are, knotted up at 0. Top of the 6th inning. Both of these teams have played exquisitely in the field. And a lot of it has to do with, at least for Gametime Gold right there, the starting pitcher, Adeline Palmer. Trying to go complete game here in game 1. Strike 1. Had to throw it. It was a 3-0 count. Both of these teams looking to gain some advantage here. Looking to get game 1. Corona will earn a leadoff walk there. After Cassidy Meyer earned the walk. So Meyer down at first. And now it looks like we'll have a pinch hitter here. As Kevin Smith goes to the bench looking for a spark, and he decides to bring in Bryn Mullen. Mullen, graduating class of 2033 from Chino Hills, California. And she will get her opportunity here with the gold bat. Shows bunt. Pops it up, and that is a tough break for Corona. The second time here this afternoon. We have seen them try to lay one down, and it gets popped up into the air, and that is trouble all the way. Just gets under the ball there. Can't find the range. So now the starting pitcher, Olive Washington. Lake Einsnor, California native. And Washington goes back up the middle, inducing the double play. Oh my goodness, what a play. Gametime Gold came to play defense here today as they turn the first double play of the game. A no play of the game. A no-doubter. A little flick and the finish. Close play at first, but it goes in favor of Gametime Gold. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning, knotted up at 0 here on Athletes Go Live. Bottom of the 6th inning here in a 0-0 ball game in game 1 of the 10U Alliance Fastpitch Championship Series National Championship game. It's Gametime Gold with an opportunity to walk it off here in game 1. They're going to need to score 1 run though. It's been easier said than done here in game 1. Both teams with 3 hits apiece. Both teams with some great opportunities, just not able to poke one through. Cassidy Meyer will get the first opportunity. Outside for ball 1. Rancho Cucamonga, California native with an opportunity here on the 1-2. Staying alive here in the at-bat. The Angel faithful out here and made the long trip out here from California, out supporting their team here in the Midwest. Outside for ball 2. Olive Washington. Inside the circle, missing there. Faith Gillen fouls that one into the protective netting. It's a full count. Gillen would love to get on base here. She would represent the game-winning run here in game 1. Gillen on the full count. Called strike 3. And Olive Washington pumped up. We've seen it here all day long. Washington finds the strike zone when she needs to, and she needed to there. So after the first out of the inning, out of the hands of Olive Washington, the first pitch fouled up and away. Berkeley Betchel. That light pink bat inside the box. She was able to get a board in her last at bat. She waits on that one, drives the hanging changeup over the head of the third baseman. And the game-winning run aboard in the form of Berkeley Betchel. after a bloop single over the head of the third baseman.
Spencer Diggs.
It's almost like a hanging curveball. It was a changeup out of the hands of Washington, but it hung up there, and Betchel just, she ate, and she found the zone. And so now with one out and a runner aboard, throw down to second. Betchel thrown out at second. Betchel tried to take second, and the Angels said, not today. And they erase Betchel off the base path. You see there, the bunt wasn't there, and it left Betchel out to dry there. So now 2 outs here in the inning. Foul ball. Spencer Biggs, the batter at the plate, she'll have a 1-1 count. 2 outs, there was a runner aboard. Outside for ball 2. Two-one count here. Dribbler. First baseman flips it over. That'll be the 3rd out of the inning. So a quick defensive inning for Corona as they look to put some runs onto the board. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning here in Kokomo, Indiana on Athletes Go Live.
First 3 batters for the Angels, number 3, Julian Rodriguez, 6, Scott Tooley, and 11, Tyler Henry.
Jalen Enriquez will lead off for Corona here in the top of the 7th. First pitch swinging up the middle, and it gets through. Enriquez with a leadoff base hit. And Corona is in business here in the top of the 7th. A double dribbler, if you will, over the glove of Palmer. Shortstop wasn't able to get it either. First pitch misses there for ball 1. Sky Tooley. Tooley with a laser. Second baseman can't hold on to it. And the Hawaii native comes up big here in the top of the 7th. One of the hardest hit balls we've seen here all afternoon. The second baseman was able to get a glove on it, but couldn't squeeze it. So no outs here, top 7. Runners on first and second for the Angels. Strike 1 called. Tyler Henry at the plate, behind in the count 0-1. Henry gets a piece, but not enough. Foul ball. Two. Henry doesn't get all of it, gets enough. Throw to first. Not in time. The ball is dropped. Henry with the base hit is Shepard. Couldn't squeeze it over at first. And now Corona will see bases loaded. Good play. The throw over to first. A good stretch. But Shepard just couldn't squeeze it. Kevin Smith having a conversation with his club. Kyle Ellison doing the same. Ellison trying to calm down his starter, Adeline Palmer. Palmer has been sensational inside the circle here all afternoon. Only giving up 5 hits, no runs. But now Palmer will see bases full with no outs. How will Gametime respond? Base foul ball down the right side for strike 1. And now what can Aubrey Ochoa do? Ochoa, class of 2033 from Covina, California. She sees bases loaded, no outs. Outside for ball 1. Ochoa will see a 1-1 count with a big opportunity here. Hits that one in the air, but into the glove of the second baseman. The first out of the inning. Great job by Faith Gillen over there at second. Gillen's done a great job defensively in the field today for Gametime Gold. Now a timeout on the field. Kevin Smith wants to talk to his batter. Garcia will be the batter at the plate. Myrea Garcia. Rocking the old Jackie Robinson, the old number 42. See what she can do here. High for ball 1. Foul ball, count even now. 1 ball and 1 strike. One. Ball hit on the ground, backhanded by the shortstop. There isn't a play, an overthrow, it goes into right field. 2 runs come across. And Kevin Smith stops the runner at third. Corona blows it open off of an error. And it's a 2-0 ball game. The first big play of the day here. The shortstop had nowhere to go. Thought about going home, thought about going to third, and then the overthrow at first. It'll plate 2 runs, and the Angels will take a Game 1 lead, 2-0. What a heartbreaker for Gametime Gold, as they have been solid defensively here all afternoon in Game 1. But it just takes 1 to break things open. And now a 1-1 count with runners on second and third. Only 1 out in the inning. Charlotte Lee, the batter at the plate for Corona. Lee takes ball 2. Lee holds off. It's 3-1 now. Three balls, one strike to the Fullerton, California native. Lee goes opposite field, ball on the ground. A 1-out, 2 RBI single for Charlotte Lee. It extends the lead for the Angels, 4-0. Another situation of miscommunication. You see the first baseman thought about going for it, thought that her teammate would be there, and that one finds a way to get through. And now Corona leads 4-0. Bunt is shown. It's fouled away. Fly ball into center. Snagged out there by Betchel for the second out of the inning. So now Lanaya Sivas with 2 outs. First pitch swinging. Shortstop is able to make the grab, but the damage was done. The Corona Angels were able to put 4 runs on the board, and they were able to make Gametime Gold pay for their errors. We head to the bottom of the 7th inning here in Game 1 of the 10U National Championship Series on Athletes Go Live.
Now batting, number 31, Gibson Shepherd.
Bottom of the 7th inning, a 4-0 ball game. If you're just joining us, it was a defensive battle out here all game long. And then in the top half of the 7th, assisted by a couple of errors, Corona Angels were able to put 4 runs on the board. And now Gametime Gold is going to have some work cut out for them here. Gibson Shepherd lead off for Gametime Gold here in the 7th. Blanchard, Oklahoma native, hits that one sharply on the ground, but it's played by the third baseman for the first out of the inning. Celebrations inside the circle for the Angels as they look to complete this Game 1 victory here in a 3-game series to crown a 10U national champion. Called strike 1 to the shortstop, Ellison. Ellison fouls it away. Take you back to the top of the 7th, and Ellison, the shortstop, received the ground ball with the bases loaded, and it was an overthrow out of her hands that allowed the first 2 runs of the game to score. So we'll see if Ellison can make it up here with her bat. Definitely respecting the power of Ellison are the Angels, with the left fielder playing back a little deeper than normal. Ellison hits that one on the ground, foul for strike 2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Very close, but just missing is Olive Washington. It'll be ball 1. Hit on the ground right on the fair foul line. Throw over to first base in time. Now the Angels, they can taste it, an out away from a Game 1 victory, a pivotal Game 1 victory here in this potential 3-game series. Avery Miller now. 2 outs, no one aboard. First pitch inside for ball 1. That one's hit sky high, might be the end of the game, and nope, the catcher can't get there in time. A great attempt over there in foul territory near the Angels' dugout. But Miller will get another opportunity here. A mulligan, if you will. 1-1. Check down to first base, and the batter at the plate, Miller, was able to check her swing. So it'll be a 2-1 count. Laser hit down the third baseline. That one's going to roll all the way to the wall and left. Miller around second. Play at third, and Miller, a 2-out triple. Trying to breathe some energy into the bats of Gametime Gold, but a beautiful piece of hitting. That one took a trip into left field. So now 2 outs, runner on third in the form of Miller. Now you have the batter at the plate, Finley Morse. Morse, base hit, past the glove of the shortstop. That one gets past the right fielder. That's gonna roll all the way to the wall. Morse around second, being sent home. Play at the plate, not in time. Finley Morse. A 2-out, 2-run inside the park home run. Don't change the dial yet. We aren't done here in Game 1. It's 4-2. Both of these teams have awakened offensively here in the 7th. One thing you don't want to give the opposing team if you're the Angels is hope. And after the last 2 at-batters, there is a lot of hope in that dugout of Gametime Gold, scoring their first 2 runs of the game. But there is 2 outs in the inning. Olive Washington looks to reset inside the circle. See what she can do here. Kennedy Chizzy at the plate. First pitch to Chizzy, fouls it away for strike 1. Chizzy's had some struggles at the plate here today, but it only takes 1. Gametime Gold needs base hits. 0-1 outside, ball 1. The Edmond, Oklahoma native looks to keep things going here. Rally caps on in full. Into the glove of the third baseman. Throw over to first. Not in time. And Corona will get the 4-2 victory. A hard-fought game from both of these clubs. But Corona will edge out Gametime Gold and get the dub. What a softball game out here this afternoon. An incredible effort from Gametime Gold. They had 5 hits, 2 runs, and 1 error. It came just a little bit too late. All love and support there through the handshake line. Both of these teams with a lot of love, respect for one another after what they've done out here this week. But not enough as the Corona Angels will win the 10U National Championship game.